What's up, guys? Today we'll be doing pencil through the eye. Now this video might take a lot more longer just because it takes a long time. Because when I did like the shot out eye for Carl from The Walking Dead, it took over 2 hours to do just between the drying times and make sure the liquid latex didn't get in my eye. Things you'll need will be a container to hold your liquid latex in, a thick paper towel to cover your eye, something to apply the liquid latex with. I'm using this just because it will probably help me keep it out of my eye, some cotton balls, and of course liquid latex and other FX makeup supplies you can be doing. Now sooner or later in my videos I will be adding FX gelatin because I have got some supplies to make it with, and I'll probably do a basic video on how to make FX gelatin. But if you want to know, go down to Glam and Gore, and I think she could probably teach you. So enough talking, let's get to work. Okay, so taking a old eyeliner, pencil, eyeshadow, cream paint, and drawing what you want. You don't want the liquid latex to get on your eyebrow because it'll probably rip off the hairs. Okay, this is going to be a big piece. And when you scrunch your nose a lot, that's probably going to get messed up. So when you're doing it, probably stretch it a little bit. I'll also be doing a next video on doing like how to make yourself look older or doing some wrinkles. Right now I look like a Dalmatian. Okay, just getting start to this. Taking this and just measuring where you want it to be. You're gonna build like a little layer. I think is that how you... Okay, I'll be back with the finished piece. Okay, I'm back. I have ripped away the tissue to where it can fit on my eye without touching my eyebrow, and I went over it with a black cream paint so I can trace the outline. So I'll get back. What you're going to do first is taking the liquid latex and going around the circle, then applying. So let me just do that real quick and I'll show you how to blend it out. Okay, back. Okay, so I applied the liquid latex around the circle and applied. You see a little bit where the liquid latex was. I'm just going to rip off some excess. Like that. Taking a Q-tip or angled brush and going around the whole thing to blend it out into the skin. Take a little off there. Oh, I ripped it. Okay, make sure you don't rip it. And blend, just take the edges and blend upwards. And so the texture of your skin and this will make it look natural. Now this might be too big, but if you're doing something else, yeah, we'll probably do multiple pencils in the eye. Just because it's so big. Okay, I'll be back with you when it's all blended. Now with the edges all blended out, I'm going to take a bit more paper towel and put it over, just so if I do get a little bit more in my on it, the center, it won't go in my eye because liquid latex contains pneumonia and it has all the harsh chemicals. So just be careful when you're doing this or have an adult help you. Yeah. Okay, so taking this, just applying a little bit around the paper, making sure I'm just putting this in the center, just where my eyeball is, and putting a tiny bit like this, not soaking the whole thing, putting it in, and blending out the corners again. Okay, now while I wait for this to dry, I'm going to take the pencil, and as you can see it has some harsh lines. I'll be taking a cotton ball, just taking a little bit from it, like that much, and putting it here so I actually don't poke myself in the eye. And I think it will probably give it more structure to it to help it, or you can just like smooth it out with sandpaper or else, but I do not have sandpaper, so I'm just going to actually break it a little bit more. Bang it on the table. Made it a little bit more flat. Taking that with a Q-tip, applying it there. and just adding it on. So after repeating that, it should look like this, and it just gave it a little more smooth edge. And you're gonna apply it where you want to, just adding a little bit where it is, and you're gonna need to hold it up. So I'll be back with it looks like. You're gonna take cotton balls and put it around it so it holds it up, and it'll give it like skin is like holding it, like, yeah. Okay, so that's what it's gonna look like when it's all built up into the part of the eye. Just smoothing it out so it stays still. And yeah, I'm gonna take a little bit more cotton ball and like have like there's like flesh dripping down from where the stab wound is, like it's dangling. So taking cotton ball and just ripping it up like that thin will be good, because when you add liquid latex, it will become even thinner. So let me do that real quick. Okay, so I also wrapped it a little bit around the pencil, as you can see, just to give it like a more fleshy type, and I put some more clumps around the eye just to give it like rough skin. So while I let this dry, so yeah, just let this dry and then you can apply your foundation. I'll be right back with that. Okay, I'm back and it's dry, and your next step is just to cover it with foundation and blend it out with the seams. So I'll be back when that's done. Okay, so I have it all with the thing, and my lighting stinks, guys. Is that, no, you need light. Alright, I'm sorry. Okay, so it's all covered in foundation. Next, I'll be taking my palette, and I'll be taking the red color and just doing the fleshy thing that I usually do. Putting it around where the pencil mark is. And also putting it around where the bumps are to make it look like there was more than just a pencil kept, like it probably kept, somebody kept on stabbing into the eye. And yeah, just do it all where it is, and where I put like the little line around the pencil, I'm just gonna add it there. I'll clean off the pencil itself. Actually, no, it'll make it look like there's more blood dripping around the pencil. Now putting it also where there's like little cuts in the eye, and putting depth to them too. I'll be adding a bit of brown to it just to make it look like the cut is really deep. Around the eye itself, like trying to hide the seams. Now taking my dark brown and putting it in the depth to make it look like the wound is really deep. And doing that where I put the red. Don't mind my mom. Like, it makes it look really deep. So now cleaning off your brush first, taking this yellow and putting it around. Okay, putting it around the wound to make it look like the skin is very irritated. Because if you have like cuts like this, your skin would have not have been perfectly normal. It would have been irritated. And just putting that wherever you feel like the skin would be irritated. You can barely see it on camera, but I just think it gives it more like the wound more of a pop. Now taking the red, I'm going to go in with my finger and just putting it around to make it look like the skin's agitated. Like the skin has like a bit of a red tint to it. Putting that on my real skin. And just rubbing it around like so. My nose. Just around where I put the paper, and it also helps blend the seams out a little bit. So yeah, now putting a bit more red on this because your skin wouldn't look like that. And I'm going to add a little bit brown on my finger and a bit of red just to like amplify the wound. Because the skin wouldn't look this clean. It would look disgusting also. So I think it's time for the blood. This video is really long right now. I'm taking this and just applying it. Putting this into its cap because I don't have something to hold the blood in. Putting it right there. And putting it where the pencil meets the skin. Streaking it down the pencil itself, around the wound. This will hide any flaws that is contained. More blood makes it more realistic. Just spreading it around. So this is the finishing look. I think it would probably look more realistic, more far away. So yeah, I haven't planned this out. I just did it because I hadn't made a video. I think it looks pretty realistic. You know, I think it looks amazing. Just add more blood. Okay. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below so you can get updated on whenever I post a new video. Okay, bye guys, and don't forget, stay beautiful.